Hey guys, welcome back to Tank Top UFS. This is me, Christopher Rhinus, with aka Tank Top Chris. We'll be doing another series on champ cards, more of on the lesser played champ cards like Garett and Ben Shoemaker. So today we're actually playing. Gonna introduce my friend here, Pretzel Lord himself, Garett 4. He has an ability that grants a double review, basically. Response, add one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck before your draw step, so after your review, basically. Commit one of your opponent's foundations and is not ready during their next step. Ready step. Respond, commit after an attack is played. Add the bottom card of your deck to your hand, and this attack gets +2 damage. So essentially, he's a cheeky 7-hander, even though he's a 6-hander. And I'm playing them off of order. To start the deck off, I have one Hanyo because defensive pieces are a real key. This helps. I'll gladly take some damage to put one difficulty on all of your cards for the rest of the turn. And if you just choose not to block one of my attacks, it even makes it easier for me to kill you. One of 2 damn good because selective committal is really strong, and since he already does it himself by his own ability, an additional selective committal during my opponent's turn is really good too. 2 of Defenders of the Empire because it's a response that I can only males can play. Works super well with Garett's abilities with 2 damn good and a bunch of other cards that I play. I play of 1 Kian because I do play weapons, so additional stun is always awesome.
And that 6 check though.
That 6 check though. 2 of us, I guess, is becoming a staple. Prepared to fight. It's really strong. I am only playing 2 because I own 2. I would play as a 3 elf and 1 in the sideboard. 2 Mega Slides because it's an amazing card and it's basically super block for high attacks, and it fetches almost all of my attacks. Then we'll go to attacks. The key card of the deck that basically kills people is Rain Flush. Everyone knows what this does. It throws 2 attacks, in total 3 with another attack while keeping the same progressive difficulty. Another strong card I am to believe is Hyper Bomb. I play as a 4 of. This is one weapons that Kian gives additional stun with, which gives me additional potential blow up option. And draw is always amazing. We have 2 Magnet Slam. Forces my opponent to use a low block for Hyper Bomb, and it's just really cool. We play 2 Spellbreaker because it's a 3 low block with Breaker 2, and that's why I play it. It has killed people because people don't expect it, and Breaker 2 is amazing.
True that.
We play as a spicy one of as Spinning Pile Driver. It's a throw that Garett can make it 6 damage, so they take 3 instead of 2, and I get to selective flip one of my opponent's foundations that annoys me or hurts me the most. Another one of is Dragon Slayer because if they don't completely block this, they commit the character. And if you haven't seen, the theme of the deck is I force my opponents to do stuff, otherwise they're getting committed out. And a lot of it is selective committal, which is amazing. And then we're playing one, I am to believe, one of the best order reversals right now is Shibu Kyaku. It's a reversal that gives my next attack, next time I block, it gets an additional breaker 1, and I get to draw a card on my opponent's turn, and Garett makes a 4-6.
It's pretty good.
And with this ability, it increases Spell Breaker to a block Breaker 3, or Prepare to Fight to a Breaker 2. We play 3 really cool cards right now, which is S-Class Hunter. Again, selective committal, but for damage or speed bonuses. So it helps where my opponent doesn't do a whole lot with speed and whatnot.
Yep.
We play a bunch of decent amount of one-ups. One of Darkness Within, because I think this is a pretty cool card. It's a nice card. Hunt for Spiders is real cool. Really strong right now, and so a lot of people, as you know, play Hunt then an attack. So when they play Hunt, I can respond to pick up a block from my discard pile, so it increases my hand size by getting rid of one foundation, foundation.
Or being ready for that next turn and getting that attack that's sitting up there.
A lot of people have I forced my opponent to build more, so they don't realize that there's a Rain Flush on my top of my discard pile, so I get to add another Rain Flush. Normally by then I have 2 in my hand.
It's pretty good.
Another one of is Living Pendulum, because a lot of people want to negate my speed, reduce the speed, and this cancels it. One of the Delta Team Blue Leader, because free damage.
Free damage for any attack zone.
One Respect for Yamato, because I only play 4 weapon and I guess 3 slams, and so it's just free damage after being forced to block a lot of stuff. Refusing Let Go, because multiples, it stops multiples from doing anything and helps reduce damage I don't want to take. We're playing 2 partners in Crime Fighting because I guess Hyper Bomb commits, and that's probably about the only thing, and I don't like getting rid of my foundations. I like getting rid of my opponents.
True that.
2 Season Guide, because it's pretty cool. It's order spam, and it allows me to see what I might end up drawing with Hyper Bomb, and it allows me to see what I could draw with a Dauntless Hero. And it also allows me to see if I should go in or not. Cool and Focus, because speed is a huge thing, and so this returns its speed. For multiples, it returns it to a 0 mid instead of Spear. If it's a 6 for 6, cool, I'll make it a 0 mid for 6 and I'll full block it.
Cool story. If you're using it to block a multiple attack, it turns the multiple's speed and zone to its printed, which technically doesn't have one, but it defaults to a 0 mid for their speed on the attack, so it makes it way easier to block multiples.
This amazing card, Artifice Avarice, it draws a card when it's checked, and it gives all of my attacks 2 speed.
It's pretty good.
2 static buildup, because when my opponent's first attack, my attacks get faster. If they block it because it's healing them, my attacks following up get harder. And for my reversals, my Shin Kyaku, it gives it damage. 2 Sense of Justice, because additional speed and mitigation and damage. For those stuff like base, I like to play safe. I'd rather give speed than damage on that. Then 2 Toughest Bricks. After I take 4 more damage, I get to commit one of my opponent's foundation. So it's again a selective committal that works super well with Defenders of the Empire, which is really strong, I think, personally. Then to the spam of the deck, I play 4 Dauntless Hero because draw is pretty cool. It also combos well with Season Guide. 2 Muscle Spirit, because free damage again. Like I said, I'm not afraid to tank damage to activate my Hanya, to activate Tough as Bricks, to activate a lot of stuff.
Fair. It's a really good card.
And then 4 Developmental Years, because checking into ready something to potentially commit it again.
Super good.
That's really that's the entire deck that I'm currently playing. I might add in a couple of Armor Experts, because once I hit Deadlock, and to be able to restack Developmental Years to play a card to ready another one, or to stack an Avarice to draw a card after I give my attack speed, it just seems really strong and a really cool combo. But yeah, that's my Pretzel Lord, I guess. See you next time with the next deck profile of the next champ. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what kind of decks you want to see next, and if there's any kind of content you want to see. So see you later, bros.